She's Mary Cabot. He's Doug Lesmerises. I'm Dan Labbe. We're going to talk about Freddie Kitchens, and we're going to talk about play calling. Look, a lot of coaches in the NFL, they get these jobs because of their play calling, so they keep those duties. It's worked well for some, not for others. Mary Kay, will it work for Freddie Kitchens if he calls his own plays?
You know, I absolutely think that Freddie Kitchens should call his own plays. That's the reason why he got this job. Everybody loved everything that he did just in terms of the gadget plays and the spread and even dusting off the wishbone and all of the things that he did. I do think, however, that he's going to be surrounded by help, and I think that's going to be important. I think he should probably have a game clock manager. Take some of that stuff off of his plate. I think he should have a senior offensive assistant. I think someone that can kind of help him make sure that he's getting the big picture and understanding, you know, just certain things about the game. I think he should have an eye in the sky, somebody upstairs that can be helping him. So as long as he has the right support on game day, I definitely think he should call his own plays.
It's a similar question that Ryan Day at Ohio State is facing. It's another guy who got hired as a head coach because of his play calling. And I do think when you get hired for that, as Mary Kay said, I think you've got to be the play caller early, because you have to establish this is the offense we're going to run. This is what the Cleveland Browns offense is going to be. But then maybe by year 2, by year 3, once you get it established, then maybe you can have the confidence in somebody else to say, I'll let you call the plays for my offense now. But I think for year 1, at the very least, that's why he's here. But we need to see a full 16 games of really what the Freddie Kitchens offense is, and he has to be the guy doing it.
I think that's a good point. We've seen Andy Reid do that, a guy who calls plays, and he gives those duties to Matt Nagy when he thinks the offense is struggling last year for about a month or so. It ends up getting Matt Nagy a head coaching job as well. Look, I think, like you guys have both said, Freddie Kitchens got this job because of his play calling. He should call the plays. There's no reason that he can't do it. And John Dorsey said something very important at his end of season press conference. He called play calling an art. And he thinks Freddie Kitchens has a knack for that art and that timing. If your new boss says that about you, you better call the plays.
I think one important thing to note here also is the fact that teams are going to be really game planning for Baker next year. They're going to have a little bit of a book on him that they haven't had. They will also have a book on Freddie Kitchens. So they're going to know so much more about these two guys than they knew when they headed into these games, and they are going to be gunning for Freddie and Baker.
All right, well, of course, have full coverage of Freddie Kitchens' hiring and everything that goes with it, and of course, whether he's going to call the plays or not, all at cleveland.com/Browns.